All right, so we are back to the Whitest Kid You Know, one of my old, I guess, favorite sketch shows. I didn't know how nostalgic it was till I started rewatching the whole season again on Tubi, and it's like, wow, this is highly enjoyable. It's also funny how much you remember and how much of stuff like, oh yeah, I remember that. Some of the gross stuff you don't like. So we've done the first two seasons. This is not a clip show, by the way. Don't tell us you've been had in the comments.
Yeah.
This is a talk show where we talk about what we enjoyed.
And this does not go for anybody listening on a podcast because you guys aren't getting video anyway.
Right. Some douche on the fucking YouTube channel. I've been had.
And then me too.
Like how have you been had if those fucking videos are only 28 minutes long? The episodes are 24 minutes on their own. So I just mashed 5 episodes at fucking 4 times speed? Is what you're telling me? You use your fucking brains for once. I swear, man. Dumb people make me mad. All right, so this is season 1, episode 1 through 5. So it's gonna be a talk about my favorite skits of those particular episodes. And out of the group, Sam, he had out of like the 5 episodes, he has 3 on here.
Oh, really?
Of his skits. Like he had a banger after banger for 3 straight episodes. I'm like, wow. Like Sam really hit a peak on these first 5 episodes of the season. So in the first episode, there's a commercial called Feline Delights about how this new food for the cat would make your cat more amorous, to make it more amorous or more receptive to your affection.
Yeah.
So basically, this woman's fucking her cat after the cat eats the Feline Delights. Is it like it starts like a regular cat thing?
Yeah.
Like a regular cat commercial, and then it gets creepy right when they start banging the cat. I'm talking about like cowgirl riding a cat.
Oh my God.
You don't see that. You see the girl riding. You don't see anything underneath her because it would be bestiality. But that's the implication there. And so the commercial, it's got another main cast in it. And it's like 2 actresses. And so it cuts from that to a woman and a cat sitting on their couch. And like in the commercial, the woman was all dressed up in lingerie, looking all sexy and all that.
Yeah.
In the cut to the house, or like the cat and the woman, she's like in her pajamas, like it's like, you know, a regular just night in watching TV, and the cat looks over at the after watching the commercial, looks over at the table in the kitchen, because you can see it from the couch in the living room, and he sees the box of Feline Delights, and the cat gets mad and leaves. And the girl tries to explain, like, I didn't know about the commercial. I didn't mean, like I totally. And she just like has that, like, she puts her hand on her head when she like, because she knew she fucked up. So then she's gonna have to figure out how to explain to the cat. You know what I mean? Like it made it seem like a relationship trope where like there's trouble in the relationship.
Yeah. But it took the relationship trope and the cat lady thing into one.
And I was like, what the is going on in this first episode? All right. So in episode 2, this is it is Trevor and Timmy. Trevor is playing the straight character. By that I mean it's the one that's not the comedy relief. Like a straight character in bits is the one that kind of heightens the comedy by being like the normal reaction. I guess it's hard to explain comedy sometimes. How do you explain comedy, really?
Yeah.
So he's a straight character, and Timmy is the comedy character. And for whatever reason, they always put Timmy in a shirtless scene. He's always fucking shirtless. Because he's just like, he's got this fucking, like, he's like, he looks like he's thin, right? Arms are thin, legs are thin, face is thin, but he's got like a beer gut. Like, he's got a gut on him. That's like, God dang, Timmy. And so Trevor's saying that he's playing a doctor, and Timmy is there for the checkup, and he asked Timmy, because they had just got the blood work back, and he's like, Timmy, how many, in a single day, how many hot dogs would you say you eat? And Timmy's like, in a single day, hot dogs? So yeah, like he tells him, like, let's go through a little like exercise, starting with the morning and going into the night. Let's go hour by hour and tell me how many hot dogs you think you eat in a day. And he's like, I don't know, maybe 7 hot dogs. So, yeah, is that high? It's a little bit high. It's like, why don't you like? And then they go through a little exercise. So for breakfast, I eat, wake up, brush my teeth, take a shower before work, eat 2 hot dogs. And they're like, okay, 2 hot dogs for breakfast. And Trevor writes it down. And he's like, yeah, 2 hot dogs for breakfast. And then I hop into work. And wait, Timmy, before you go into work, does anything happen on the way from your house, your job? He's like, well, on the way to the subway, there is a hot dog stand, and I get another hot dog. Oh, so 3 hot dogs. Well, yeah, because that was my first hot dog. No, you had hot dogs for breakfast. Like, oh yeah, well those don't really count. This is like a snack hot dog, or what I mean? He's trying to like explain, trying to justify eating hot dogs. So then it's like, all right, so what goes on, Timmy? During work, well, sometimes at work, I work so hard and so long, so many hours that sometimes I just completely blow through lunch. I don't even have anything. Is that really, Timmy? Well, I think I did that one time. Like, all right, Timmy. So, what do you eat for lunch at your job? And he's like, a salad or a healthy chicken sandwich or something. And like, really, Timmy? Is that what you eat? No. I don't know. What do you eat for lunch? How many hot dogs, Timmy, do you eat for lunch? And I don't know, man. 1 to 3 or 4? 3 or 4, huh? It better go with 4. So 4 hot dogs. Well, I don't know, Timmy. It's lunchtime, and we're already at 7 hot dogs. You really think is that you sure? You said 7 hot dogs in a day, but you're already at 7, and it's only lunchtime. It's like, yeah, that number's probably a little low. So he must be fucking just down in hot dogs. I love the fact. To me, I love the fact that he eats so many fucking hot dogs. It showed up on a blood test. You know what I mean? Like he's just consuming hot dogs like an animal. Because aside from we're like the only creatures I can think of that needs like a diverse diet to stay healthy. A dog could eat the same fucking dry and wet dog food for the rest of his life and be fine.
Bears.
I guess
Not the only thing I could think of. Like off the top of my head, anyway.
Yeah, but man, because like lions, they just eat meat.
Yeah.
Whatever. I guess if you count the type of animal they eat. So I caught a boar today. Yesterday I caught we actually got a hippo. It took the whole pride to catch a hippo on the line.
I mean, we've only been eating antelope for a while. We finally got us a hippo.
It's a couple of hyenas we caught. They even eat them. They're eating their own, actually. When there was a battle between males one time in some brutal ass video, and these 3 lions jumped one male lion.
Yeah.
And one of them broke the male lion's spine, and he fucking passed out and they ate him. I'm like, God dang, nature's wild as fuck.
And yet we have vegans that think that cats are vegetarians.
And fuck no, they will eat you and not give a fuck.
Yeah.
They will eat your baby in front of you and not, you can't, they will fucking kill you without a second thought.
Yeah.
This ain't a Disney movie.
No. The only thing that might not kill you is a dog.
Right, and that's if they like you.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they're just that nature.
Like what was that dog's name? Hachiko from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard that story, I'm sure.
The one that stayed on the fucking train tracks,
yeah,
the subway.
Like that was a loyal dog,
right? But man,
your cat don't give a fuck.
I mean, more like wild animals, they would not care at all.
I mean, even domestic dogs. You think that cat let that cat not eat food for a few days?
Probably eat your fucking ear off.
Exactly.
I do love cats though. All right, so episode 3. This is the beginning of the Sam run. He starts trying to develop telekinesis just with his mind, like to move objects with his mind. And he starts with a simple pen that at first moves just a little bit, and then over time he gets it to go up and down like considerably.
Yeah,
you can truly tell he's got telekinesis. And what does he do with his great fucking power? He fucking jacks himself off.
You're telling you wouldn't do that though, huh?
I didn't even think I would. You know what I mean? It's one of those things you never thought about. Like when you do, you're like, oh yeah, I guess that would be a. It's funny because he's laying back in bed, right? So someone had to actually go up and down on the pillow on the blanket because he's got the blanket covering and just stroking it up, and he's like, oh yeah, hell yeah. All right, so on episode 4 we have 2 of his because they were that good. I didn't know which one to pick. I guess the second one's better. But the first one's kind of unexpected. So it's called Skateful, the skip. And it's basically Sam just fucking eats it after trying to do this little trick on a skateboard. And like he fucking he's screaming, he's crying, he's mad. These 2 teenagers run up to him and see if he's okay, right? They don't say anything to him. And he just started saying all this stuff like, I'm done with this shit. I can't stand this. Fuck skateboarding. Fuck all that. And he throws his skateboard out in the fucking parking lot. And he fucking goes to his car, and his fucking wife and kid are in the car waiting for him. And he's a grown-ass man skateboarding with a bunch of teenagers. He's like, I can't stand this shit anymore. And he fucking drives off. He's still cussing and swearing. And the teens looking at each other like, you think he'll be back? Yeah, he'll be back.
He'll be back.
But they can't get rid of him, apparently.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
He's going to come back tomorrow.
Try again. The next one is better skit. It's called The Most Loveliest Bride. He dresses up as a woman. And his husband, Trevor, is like, they dressed up more now. Like, he's got a gray wig, a gray mustache. So they dress up more like a different character than they used to. They used to be like an implied different character, like a slight mustache maybe. And like Trevor's mad. He's driving the car. Fucking Sam's in the trapeze seat going, yeah, 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 yeah. Just excited as hell, right? Because they're going to go see The Most Loveliest Bride, this movie that came out. And she's having the ball, and he's fucking upset because I guess his wife's unbearable. It sounds like it just by listening to her just go, yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
They have a car accident, and fucking Sam wakes up from being knocked out because she got thrown from the car, and the car is all fucked up. And she's like, I gotta go see The Most Loveliest Bride. Starts dragging herself to look for her husband, and only finds his head. He's like, no, and he throws the head away. Like, I gotta go see The Most Loveliest Bride. And Zach comes in as a paramedic and tries to like stop her from, moving around, trying to hurt herself even more. And Timmy has to come in and help him subdue her. He's a cop, or dressed as a cop. And they sedate her. And she just keeps going, I gotta go see The Most Loveliest Bride. It fucking knocks her out. You think. And then she, like, when Timmy and Zach, like, untense themselves from, she fucking springs up and rips out with her mouth, rips out a piece of Zach's neck. She's like, rah, fucking somehow grabs Timmy's gun, gets up, and she's like, nobody move. I'm going to go see The Most Loveliest Bride, and no one's stopping me. And she just fucking runs off into the fucking darkness. And then, like, it cuts to her in the theater watching The Most Loveliest Bride. She is fucking cut up. She's got blood everywhere. She's eating popcorn. And she's like, oh, just laughing at the most lovely. She is most lovely. She is the most loveliest bride. It's fucked up. It's fucking randomly absurd. Her husband's dead, bear in mind. Not like 30 minutes ago. And she's over here watching a movie, The Most Loveliest Bride.
That movie had to have been good.
Yeah, it's The Most Loveliest Bride.
Most Loveliest Bride in the world.
I love the fucking title too. The Most Loveliest Bride.
Grammatically horrible.
Yes, but it's adorable. Number 5. Again, we got Sam. Sam is working now. Episode 5. He's working as a dominatrix. So he's a female. Yeah, and Trevor's her trainer, and Zach is the subject, I guess. And he's tied up in one of those X type, those X bars?
Yeah.
Where they tie one hand and one hand to the other and like the legs on the other end.
Yeah.
So he's just hanging there. And he comes in. Sam and Trevor come in, and Trevor's trying to explain how you do things in the dungeon. And fucking Sam just goes up to Zach and fucking socks him in the face as hard as he can. Hits him so hard he forgets his safe word. I don't remember my safe word. You punched me so hard I forgot my safe word. And he starts fucking screaming, help me. I don't know mine, because now he wants to, but he doesn't remember his safe word, so they're not going to stop. So Trevor's like, you have to, like, you can't just hit him, and you got to, like, surprise him, or, do all this stuff. Like, it's got to be pain and pleasure. Yeah. So he goes back up and punches him again.
He's surprised.
And he's like, ah! Zach kind of sold in so well. He's like, oh my God. So then he's like, no, you got to, like, you slap them, and then you tickle their nipple, something fun. Like, oh, and then Sam, they made Sam look like he's like, okay. Goes back up and fucking socks him for the third time, and then kisses him on the cheek, and he's like, ah. Just because the funniest thing about the skit is he just walks up and fucking punches him in the face, and Zach's like, I'm done. You can just fucking cut me down. It was like, that was it.
Imagine if that did happen with the dominatrix people, where they just go and just smack them fuck out of them. I'm done.
Peppercorn, and they just cut me down. That's my safe word, peppercorn.
Peppercorn.
Cut me down. There's a bonus one to episode 5 with just Trevor by himself. He's a dad. He's mowing the lawn, and he runs over something with his lawnmower, like bad, like the fucking. You know what the lawnmower like just goes. He's like, oh shit! He fucking let's go to a little bar.
Yeah.
The lawnmower turns off, and he fucking pulls it out of the way. We never see because we're only looking at it from the POV, like from the POV of the lawnmower.
Right.
So we're looking up at Trevor, so we never see what he sees. When he pulls it up, he's like, oh shit. So then he goes to his son, like, hey, son, you might get the dog and coming down to dinner. Your mom's calling us for dinner. So go find the dog. And the kid goes and finds the dog, and he finds the fucking dog hanging from a noose with a note saying that he killed himself because Trevor had ran over the dog and made it look like a suicide.
That's fucking hilarious.
And he's like, what the fuck, son? I told you got to feed the dog. He killed himself. Are you happy with yourself? He just fucking gaslit his son. Then he just walked away.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
It's fucked up, but it's funny.
Yep. So that is it for 1 through 5 of season 3. We'll do season 3, 5 or 6 through 10 next week.
Next.
Hope you enjoy the ways that you know. I know I do.